Greetings, Scribblers. Kent Sean here, and today I'm going to tackle hashtag AUTHORTUBE Newbie Tag 2.0. The first question is, what's your book's pitch? John Darwin is a man on the run, not only from the fantastic powers surging within him, but from their source, his jilted lover, Willa, who will stop at nothing to keep John from a normal life. Time is running out. The shadow of Willa's quest for domination is growing. Will John find the strength to stand up to her? Or will her darkness spread to engulf the entire world? Question number 2. If you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? The story of a man who has spent most of his adult life at war and now chases his dream of becoming a science fiction and fantasy author. He will stop at nothing to reach his goal. Not even murder.
Dad!
Okay, not murder. Question number 3. What do you usually write? I've written 5 novels, varying from futuristic space opera to modern day action with science fiction elements. The one thing that holds true of all my books is there is always a spark of the extra normal. Sometimes the extra normal spark is just a quirk in one character. Other times it's a race of extra dimensional superhumans bent on world domination. World domination!
World domination!
James, let your sister go. Question number 4. What is something you will never write? My motto on this is never say never. My first love is science fiction and fantasy, but I try to read a little bit of everything. Literary stuff, classics, westerns, hard-boiled crime, and even a little romance thrown in for good measure. I could see myself writing any of these into a science fiction novel as a subgenre. Don't try to box me in, it ain't gonna happen. One caveat, I'm gonna break my own rule of never say never. I will never write erotica.
What's erotica?
Alright, next question. What's your goal for creating an author platform? I'm here on YouTube to join and hopefully help grow the community of authors who are chasing their dream of becoming a professional writer. I love trading writing advice, reading people's works in progress, and now that I've set a date for publication, I'd really like to get some advice from people further along towards that goal than I am. I want to share what I've learned so far, and also the mistakes that I make on my way to getting published. The goal there is to make sure others don't step on their junk the way that I am bound to do. Next question. I can't remember what number I'm on, so I'm just going to say next question. Next question. Next question. What made you want to start writing? I honestly can't remember a time I wasn't writing. I made friends with books at a very early age. I think I wrote my first book at about 10. I wrote it in blank cotton gin records at my grandfather's farm. I think the story was about a kid who survives a plane crash and finds dragon eggs in the desert. Don't steal that. In the past 6 years, I've been writing almost every day, and I've written 5 novels, a novella, and I don't know how many short stories. So I write all the time. The next question, what is your publishing path? I'm gonna self-publish, and I've set a publication date by the end of 2020. That's not really a date, that's a time frame, but good enough. I have no plans to pursue traditional publishing for the foreseeable future. My reason for not considering the traditional route is because from concept to writing the book to acquiring an agent to the editorial process to shopping the book, marketing, and finally getting on the shelves, that process can take 6 years. 6 years. I have too many stories to tell to wait 6 years.
Word.
I want to go direct to my audience with new stories and products with no filter in between. Next question, what content will you bring to the writing community? Last decade, I have dedicated myself to studying story structure, learning new methods to enhance my productivity and improve the overall quality of my writing. I want to share what I've learned. If I can save someone a year on their journey to putting out quality stories, that would really tickle my twinkies.
Twinkies.
The next question is, what is your biggest writing struggle? My biggest writing struggle is knowing when the damn thing's done. I do not get writer's block. I never have a shortage of ideas. I never have trouble getting my word count. When it comes to the rewrites, I have trouble letting go.
Let it go, Dad. Let it go.
My plan to overcome this problem is to outsource it to a developmental editor. What is your best writing skill? Coming up with interesting characters has always been a snap for me. They are varied and active. I can't really take credit for it. I've met a lot of interesting people in my life, and their personalities just kind of bubble to the surface when I start writing. If If you've been writing for a while, what's your best tip? I don't know that I'm actually going to give you my best writing tip right now. I'm going to put out a bunch of videos with lots of writing tips. But right now I'm going to give you an unusual writing tip. Stay in shape. Your brain is an incredibly resource-hungry organ. It needs a lot of oxygen to perform at its best. A healthy cardiovascular system is a must. A little known fact, you can't get smarter by studying, not cognitively. You can learn more information, but your brain won't work any faster. Games like Lumosity have zero evidence suggesting that they improve your cognition. We do know that cognitive ability starts to decline fast at 25. Doesn't sound good, does it? I know this sounds counterintuitive, but if you want to get smarter, you need to lift some weights and do some cardio. Trust me, hit the treadmill, it will pay off at the keyboard. If you're new to writing, what's your biggest question? I'm not new to writing, but I am new to publication. So all my big questions will be regarding marketing and the publication process. I've put in the hard hours of writing, and now it's time to bite the bullet and learn the business side. And last question, are you looking for any writers to follow? Beta readers, CPs, or just writer buddies? And the answer is yes, yes, and yes. I am definitely looking to follow authors, collaborate, beta read, and just generally hang out with other writers. If anything I've said in this video interests you, please, please, please feel free to contact me, and let's see if there's anything we might do together. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and visit my website, kentshawn.com. Stay tuned next week for my next video, 10 tips to nail your first draft, featuring more Angelina and James. Also, I am a baby YouTuber, still trying to figure this out. So if you have any advice, please leave it in the comments below. Till next time, butts in seats, fingers on keyboards. Thanks.
Word.